From Wish TV and the All Indiana Podcast Network, this is the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast with Scott Sander.
Welcome to the Business, Equity, and Opportunities Podcast. I'm Scott Sander. On this episode, meet the new director of the Hispanic Business Council. More tips, as always, on running your business day to day. Our industry focus. If you need it, they can probably make it. And we return to the round room for our success story.
Every business is unique and has a target audience. If you own or manage a business, Circulus Digital Media can help you connect and grow your customer base with turnkey digital solutions that are nimble, offering best-in-class results, service, and support to reach a bigger customer base, allowing you to pinpoint a specific audience down to the smallest details. Get outside the city, the state, span the globe. Put Circulus Digital Media to work for you. Get started now at circulusdigital.com. That's circulusdigital.com.
The holidays are all about sharing with family. Meals, couches, stories, Grandma's secret pecan pie recipe. And now you can also share a cart with Instacart Family Carts. Everyone can add what they want to one group cart from wherever they are. So you don't have to go from room to room to find out who wants cranberry sauce, or whether you should get mini marshmallows for the yams, or collecting votes for sugar cookies versus shortbread. Just share a cart, and then share the meals and the moments. Download the Instacart app and get delivery in as fast as 30 minutes. Plus, enjoy free delivery on your first 3 orders. Service fees and terms apply.
Welcome back to Business, Equity, and Opportunities. I'm Scott Sander. If on your first year on the job, you help membership in your organization more than double and see revenue jump by $40,000, you might just get a promotion. It certainly happened to the subject of This Week in Business.
This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities. This Week in Business.
Marcela Montero is the new director of the Indy Chamber Hispanic Business Council. She joined the chamber in 2021 as a sales rep. Did not take long for her to climb the ladder of success.
I am originally from Quito, Ecuador. I came to the U.S. in 2001. My parents own a business in Ecuador, and I was part of the everyday life, just watching them have that business and run the business and how hard it was. After my dad passed away, I will go with my mom to hotels because they had a consulting company, and so their market was a touristic company, so either hotels, restaurants, travel agencies. And so when my dad passed away, I will go with my mom to the hotels while he will do audits or work there. I will enjoy the hotel. And maybe now that I think back, that's what drew me to go to hospitality school. But then also, I always paid attention to the business side of things because my mom was always working and helping businesses. I was working in hospitality and COVID happened, the pandemic, so in 2020 I was forced out of the industry, and someone just shared with me that there was an opportunity open at the chamber. I applied and I learned that this position was to do sales, membership, and to support the Hispanic Business Council. I was a little afraid because I had not done sales before in the past, but I took this position because they said you're going to be supporting the Hispanic Business Council. And that drew me into this position because I always being the type of person that wants to help. I feel good helping other people. We provide guidance, resources through free business coaching for business owners in English and Spanish. We provide financial education and access to capital. We are micro lenders, so we offer from $1,000 to $50,000 for business owners. Everyone can apply, even if business owners want to apply with an ITIN number. In that case, the loan is up to $10,000. They just have to have a business. They can be in the early stage of their business. We offer education before they are approved for the loan, so if they don't qualify, we work with them so they can get access to that loan. There's many people that come here that have been here in the U.S. for maybe less than 5 years, and they don't come with a lot of money. So having access to a loan that will help them build their business and build generational wealth is important. I had a cleaning company that she just needed to buy more vacuums, just basic stuff, but she doesn't have the money initially, and she didn't qualify for a regular bank loan. So coming to an organization that is a CDFI that can help them with those micro loans, it was important and make a difference for her and her business. We provide them, again, guidance and resources so they can understand how things work here. Even the legalities, what banks look for here. And if we don't know the answer, we can always count. We have a big network with the chamber, and there's many people that want to give back to the community that they have served as mentors or advisors for these business owners. I lead with passion. I enjoy helping people, and being at this position allows me to make resources available, allows me to use the network that we have to connect people. When you expand your network, opportunities happen. And so I just want to impact people in whichever way I can in this position that I am. When I started at the chamber, I realized that the number of Hispanic members, it was very small. It was just 14 members. And I realized that they didn't even know each other. So it was important for me to create something that will engage business owners, that they will get to know each other. So promote connectivity, have a community, and bring a topic that will be educational for them. So I created Conexión Empresarial, where I invite mainly members of the chamber that are Hispanic, and the topic and everything is in Spanish. And you will be surprised, even if the business owners are bilingual, it's something cultural. We feel very comfortable speaking in Spanish because it's our first language. And so it's mainly those two things, to promote connectivity and to provide an educational topic that will help the business owner grow and be a better professional. People are welcome to contact us. They can visit our website, indiechamber.com, and my information there is under Entrepreneur Services. We offer guidance and resources in English and Spanish, and these sessions are free, so they are welcome to just get in touch with us.
It is common to hear, my job is driving me crazy. But workplace mental health is serious business. This is Mental Wellness Month, so we went to Eskenazi Health for tips on how mental health affects your business day to day.
This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities, running your business day to day.
I provide supervision for a wonderful group of clinicians who provide crisis intervention care for individuals coming in either from some of our health centers around the city or that walk in recognizing they need support, or sometimes who are brought to us from the police department or EMS services around the community. We assess kind of what's going on for people in the moment, whether they are having suicidal ideations, homicidal ideations, perhaps they're having hallucinations, visual or auditory hallucinations. And our team assesses kind of what's going on for folks. We get a feeling of, do they need to be in the hospital to stabilize? Would that be the best route of support and care for them? Can we set up a safety plan and a supportive community around them to lend support and help take care of them? So it's very individualized for whatever comes in the moment. Some patients we know well, but even when we see them return, there could be different issues that arise. In some ways, it's coming down a little bit as the world opens up again. But with that also comes reintroduction into the world, and what that means. People kind of got comfortable and cozy in their homes, and so sometimes to step back out into the world can be scary in itself, whether you're walking out to do a job or stepping back out into society and being unsure of, who you will run into or situations that might arise, whether it's health issues or personal issues with others around you. We just don't know. I think it's really important for employers to keep an open line of communication. Give permission for folks to talk about where they really are in any given moment in time. A little bit to break the stigma of mental health issues or even illness at that point. Make it okay and a safe space for their employees to talk. I'm having a bad day. I'm feeling depressed, or there's family issues that are arising that are creating some challenges for me. So having an open line of communication, allowing employees to speak to what might be going on for them in any given moment in time. It's important for employers to watch for changes in behaviors from their staff members, whether they're calling in frequently and that's unusual for them, or if they've become quiet and distant, reflective. There are warning signs that people can recognize and learn to work with, and just check in. Check in. I think that's the most important across the board for everyone. Check in with people that you care about, whether they work for you or whether they're family members. Check in to see how they're doing, especially if there are some signs that are unusual behaviors for people. I think, again, speaking honestly with their staff member, I am concerned about this. It's also important, through COVID, we had a lot more insurgence of online platforms that help support people in mindfulness and meditation. And a lot of times employers can work with those companies. I know Headspace has a business opportunity. Calm has an employee-based service. We have Calm here at the hospital that we utilize for any of our staff members are able to access that and have an account. That's a great way for a small business owner to continue to care for their staff, allow those moments of relaxation and pause. I think it's fair to talk with them openly. I'm concerned about some of the changes I'm seeing, lately, and I wonder if we might need to provide a different kind of support for you. And just most of the time, if you ask, people will tell you. If there are things going on with them, they will tell you. They need an opportunity to feel supported in that moment. So listening with an open ear, without judgment, without criticism, and creating that safe space. For those very reasons, sustainability, to keep your staff available and present so that you're not constantly having the revolving door of people coming into work and leaving. I think, again, speaking with the staff members, allowing them to take the pause as they need to, and feeling cared for is a place that people are going to want to stay connected. And if they feel like they are cared for each day when they go to work, it's much easier for people to continue to go to work and to do their jobs. So having an open mind that life happens, and we are coming out of some really difficult times in our world coming out of the pandemic, and people's focus and their ability to navigate life changed for many people. So having the ability to speak openly and honestly will keep staff members engaged. And if they know they have a safe place, if they know they're not going to be judged, then that, again, is a place for them to go and feel supported. So all the more reason to get up and to go to work.
Every week on Business Equity and Opportunities, we take time to focus on a certain industry. In this case, a local company that says it can help you make an idea into an actual product that functions the way you want it to, from design through engineering to manufacturing.
This is Business, Equity, and Opportunities. Industry Focus.
Jason Andrews is an executive with Catalyst Product Development. Catalyst has had its hands in many of the products you use every day, from children's toys to pet products, lawn care, and more. The mission is to take your rough idea and make it a functioning reality, with a business based here in Indianapolis.
Catalyst Product Development Group has been around for 23 plus years now. We started in 1999. Small business to start up. We came from a lot of engineers and industrial designers. They have a background in industrial design and engineering, and a team that came together as a group to solve problems in the design and product development field throughout different roles and responsibilities of people here at our company. So we focus on product development from start to finish. We start with brainstorming, concept ideation, and quite a few steps in between, all the way through a small volume or low volume production for our clients, depending on their needs. So we do a lot of different things with entrepreneurs as well as large companies, but the entrepreneurs come to us and they may not understand the whole process. And here in Indiana, we work with them closely. We have a lot of local entrepreneurs that we help, and we can take it from, again, start to finish on the project for them. And we also give them the knowledge base of what it takes to get something to market. Again, we will give them input and maybe even avenues of where they can take this, even from getting patents and things like that. They want to protect their ideas for that type of thing, getting intellectual property on their specific idea, and then any ideas we develop for them would be theirs. Maybe they market it themselves, or they take it to another step further where they may sell it to a larger company to help them get investment money and things like that. There's tons of business and manufacturing here in Indiana that you may not see day to day. You just don't realize it's here maybe. But working in this environment where we work with a lot of different clients and business owners, we come across a lot of that in business and manufacturing in Indiana. I think one thing we can assist with, we can do things faster and help manufacturing their ideas quicker to get to market, which is helpful for maybe their higher end manufacturer that we can work with. Some of the things we've been seeing in the industry currently, obviously, is a lot of reshoring or coming back to the U.S. for manufacturing, with kind of the situation as you see today, maybe out there in the world. It's not the best thing to be having your product overseas right now. There's a lot of delays in shipping and logistics and things like that we're seeing with our clients that has brought more manufacturing maybe back to Indiana that wasn't here, 10 years ago that had left. So we're actually being able to help with that. Maybe some of our clients have tooling that's overseas already that they can bring back and reshore here, and we're able to help them run smaller volume manufacturing, but as well as help them get to the next level with some larger manufacturers that we have relationships with. But we are seeing a lot of that coming back to the U.S. and even in Indiana here today. From our perspective, we see a lot of injection molding just because that's kind of where we play in the manufacturing field. There's also a lot of metal manufacturing that I think comes back here. It's trying to get more cost effective. I think a lot of it may not deal with cost. That was one of the reasons we saw a lot of it go maybe overseas in the past, but coming back to Indiana and the U.S. from a timing and logistics standpoint now is, I think, really big. Types of manufacturing, again, we're seeing more of the injection molding type manufacturing from our perspective just because we deal with that a lot. But we also get involved with some of the upfront designs and maybe metal or sheet metal or fabrication, things like that we do see more of that going on here in the state too as well. There's a lot of trend towards the IoT market, more of from our standpoint where we would be able to help maybe partners that we work with in the IoT industry, that intellectual intelligence that you see out there now. A lot of smart devices are being developed where, from our perspective, we try to package that as a term that we use here. We're making the housings, we're developing the enclosures that would go around your smart devices or your smart whatever it is, technology that's out there, maybe in your vehicles or your household items, or maybe even in the industrial atmosphere where you need this type of technology on the manufacturing floors and things like that. So from the trends that we see, that's a lot of things we've been seeing recently, dealing with some clients that are doing that either on the consumer side, the commercial side, and even in the industrial side where things are going more smarter these days. We received our ISO certification in January, and one of the reasons we added the steps to get our ISO certification was to help grow our business as well as help our clients out on the manufacturing side. ISO certification isn't necessarily needed as far as doing low volume prototyping, MVP products where our clients need smaller volume just to do test market evaluation, field test market, things like that. But growing it into the next phase of our business will help with growing our clients' business as well, to be able to take the next step from maybe an MVP product line that they're doing as far as field testing and developing prototyping for them. once they get past that, they would want to go into more of a manufacturing-oriented business to where we can now help them if their requirements are needed for the ISO certification.
This is Business Equity and Opportunities. We are heading back to Fishers to talk again with the head of the Round Room. This company's been around a long time, longer, in fact, than most of the products he sells. It is today's success story.
This is Business Equity and Opportunities Success Story.
Scott Moorhead is the Chief Executive Officer for Round Room, one of the 5 largest privately held companies in Indiana. It's a Fishers-based holding company leading and investing in the wireless industry.
There are more opportunities to be in business today than ever, and I think that's exciting. I think the technology advancements are exciting, and I think your ability to have multiple streams of revenue and have it not affect the work that you do is exciting. There's a lot of opportunities for people to achieve whatever level of success they want to achieve, both personally, professionally, monetarily, spiritually. We can't be in an era of more opportunity than we are right now. And I think that will only grow, and I am appreciative of that. And I think it's a blessing for me to be in the space that I'm in, so I get a chance to understand technology, and I get a chance to sort of sit back and say, okay, what are the opportunities that we as a company can create for folks? And that's a real blessing for me to be able to sit back and do that, to be able to network with some of the other business leaders that we have in the Indianapolis area. We have a lot of talent here in Indianapolis, and I love the networking opportunities, and to see all the different industries that we are bringing into town and hear all the stories of some of my associates and my peers. It's exciting, and I think that's really a good indicator of where we're headed. So I may be bullish for the wrong reasons, or maybe they're the right reasons, but maybe it's just because I'm achieving success and I'm not frustrated right now, and many people probably are. But I think if they just get time and space to sit back and see what opportunities that are out there, they'll see that there's never been more opportunities. So in terms of the things we've done for our employees, that is another one, and that was just recently. That was a discussion that started a couple of years ago about, when you're an owner of a small business, you're not the only one that drives the success. And so I think my wife and I as owners had several discussions about how do we bring people along with us, because the company was achieving incredible amounts of success. And while we had standard bonuses and annual performance reviews and raises, it didn't seem like enough. We were in the mood to share, and so we contemplated how to do this and all the different structures, and finally our accounting group said, well, you could just do an employee profit sharing plan and put together your own rules. And I'm like, perfect. My own rules? I love my own rules. So, we put together the plan, created a point system, and rewarded people for loyalty. The longer you've been here, the more you get, and really made it as simple as possible. And so sharing those profits just felt like the right thing to do. I wish it was way more exciting than that, or way more scientific than that, but it just felt like the right thing to do. And I think when it feels like the right thing to do as an entrepreneur, you got to follow your gut sometimes. And so we did, and we've had, it would be really hard to get bad news when you put together an employee profit sharing program, but some of the news that we've had come out of that has just been outstanding. So I firmly believe that money doesn't change you, that You know, if you get some money, it just makes whoever you are bigger. It just puts the focus on you. And we had so many really positive, wonderful stories with these bonuses that we gave people that it was just so reassuring to know that what we had done in terms of attracting and keeping the right kind of employee has been working.
Our thanks again to all the contributors who joined us for this episode of the Business Equity and Opportunities podcast. We hope you found it enlightening, useful, and inspiring. You'll find more information about the show on our website, BEOshow.com. You can watch Business Equity and Opportunities Sunday mornings at 10 on Wish TV or live stream it through wishtv.com. Each week we provide 7 full segments with topics ranging from how to get started and how to access capital to the day-to-day running of your business and questions about accounting and bookkeeping. We feature business news and trends and always share a success story from one of our contributors. Join us next time for more insights into the world of small business. Be sure to sign up for our Business Equity and Opportunities newsletter to get even more valuable, up-to-date information. And if you have any questions or you'd like to be part of our show, please email us. The address is beo@wishtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. I'm Scott Sander. Thanks for listening.
Watch the Business Equity and Opportunity Show on Wish TV and access all of our content and share it on demand anytime at beoshow.com. You can find more podcasts from Wish TV on the All Indiana Podcast Network at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.